See, Hittenics knows what's up.
You keep changing the guy's name. It's Hickenix, whatever.
See, you're changing it too.
You're basically trying to make it pentatonic, but Hickatonic. I don't know what the hell that. I don't even, whatever.
That's what I usually do.
Yeah, I know.
That's right, man.
Okay.
Just try to make things interesting.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, because I don't think a certain person's in the audience, we're just going to skip over the last part and then go straight into what would you like to talk about? If you don't have anything, I can come up with something.
Charlie is really good at just coming up with own topics, because when he does the do, it fills his veins with random thoughts of
power and awesomeness.
Hickenix X12.
No, next. X12.
I'm too confused. Can I just call you H? Make life much easier on me.
Okay, so this bothers me about it. Okay, this kind of brings up the thing. There's an anime called. Fuck, what the hell is it called now? Now, of course, I'm forgetting.
Sword Art Online?
No, it's like Killer X Killer, but it's pronounced Killer. So why put the X there?
Because it's the silent X. It's like a knight. Why is there a K in the word knight if the K is there in silent? It's the same thing with Killer X Killer.
I know, but the X is right in the middle.
And the knight, the K is right at the beginning. It's staring you right in the face when you look at the word knight, and yet the K is silent.
Well, actually, the K and the GH is silent.
See, it's even worse, and the G is in the middle, just like your knight.
012.
012. Ooh, 012. I like that. But there's no O in your name. Like, there's not even like
012. Just call her 012, okay?
012, like 0012.
Oh, dear Lord.
I'm trying here, man.
Okay, so let's talk about Fallout 4.
Ooh, what's happening in Fallout 4?
Fallout 4, they're finally getting some DLC. Yes, that's right, ladies and gentlemen. DLC for Fallout 4!
Are you excited about this DLC?
Okay, so, as many of you know, or maybe you don't know.
What do we know?
When it comes to DLC and Charlie wants actual, like, content increase. I'm talking, like, I want more story. I don't want, look at this. Now you have more weapons, and you can level up more. But you're playing the same game.
That you like story.
Yes.
You're very biased today.
Yes, I am. I want it to actually gain content that I'm interested in.
That's crazy talk.
It's like, congratulations! Instead of the lightning gun, now you can do super thunder awesome blazy electro gun.
It sounds like something out of Heroes of Tomorrow.
Sure, yes.
The new show on that we just
I know. I haven't seen it though.
Yes.
So I can't comment on that.
I like it 12. I like that pronunciation.
Charmsley and Zealeus.
We're onto something.
Yes, indeed, we all are.
I think we have to start changing our names every week so we can have like a new pronunciation.
Cloud gaming. Do you think it's the future, a distraction, or what? I don't think it has a strong enough infrastructure to actually be sufficient. On Live tried to do it, but the problem is the further away you get from the servers, the shittier your game is. Also, in order to do that, you're going to have some kind of special player to do that. And if on Live didn't do very well, and then Game Tap is the original one that you play a game inside a player. Is it the future? Maybe, but I just don't think right now it's a pipe dream. When people are cloud gaming, what they're really doing is they're most of it's actually on their computer, and they're just trying to give the illusion. So it's an illusion right now.
The other problem too is as games become more graphically intensive, it means that now these magical server farms rendering the game for us, that you have that much more potential lag time between what's actually supposed to be rendered on the computer, what's supposed to be coming back to you. And then you get to the whole issue of latency, which is really the big bugaboo with cloud gaming.
So, but one of the things that we've talked about in the past was the Nintendo NX, which, remember, can basically form Voltron, but you can combine them, and then it creates the power, and then it also uses the processing power over the cloud of unused systems that are connected to the internet. Yes. I don't know. I mean, it probably okay. So here's my deal. Okay, so if you go to a cloud-based system, then you truly are online always. And I don't. My personal opinion is I don't like that. If it's a single player game, allow me to actually play it by myself whenever the fuck I want to play it.
But you also realize that it's the publisher's wet dream to have always on.
Oh, absolutely, because then you
they
would
would
get rid
love-
of piracy.
They would love to have this whole like cloud solution because not only do they potentially eliminate piracy, it means it's also subscription based.
And there's no chance of resale of games.
Yes, like they would love to be able to get the whole cloud gaming thing working. And yes, it works great for file distribution. It works great for streaming, but that's all one-way content.
Right.
You know, you watch Netflix, it's just throwing bits at you. You don't have to respond to it, and that's great. So as far as video games go, especially, I think in a way it could have worked a little bit better actually when most games were single player. Only because when it's single player, if you're a little bit slower against the NPC or something, they could probably somehow compensate for that magically. But now because you're playing against a human component, because so many games want to be PvP, that just adds that whole extra dynamic. And I know there's some games where apparently like you increase your lag time and actually like now you make the computer think your lag time is better than what it really is, and now actually like it makes you better because you computational things.
Right.
So that's the issue with cloud gaming. It was lag and other things.
I just will never be. I'll never be a fan of being at the mercy of an ISP provider, an internet service provider, who does not have a very good track record when it comes to random outages. If it's a single player game, I want to be able to play it. That's why I like the fact that, yes, do I like Steam? Absolutely. I love the digital distribution platform, but I install the games I want to onto my PC, onto my local machine, and then I don't have to have it. What a weeaboo is? Weeaboo? No, I don't know what a weeaboo is.
I don't think you want to look for it.
I'll look it over here. So that
I don't think you want to see this. I'm going out.
Anyways,
it sounds like something I'm guessing like
it's someone who is obsessed with Japanese culture anime and attempts to act as if they are Japanese, even if they're far from it.
That doesn't actually strike me as Charlie.
I love manga and anime.
But Charlie just acts middle class white.
Sure.
You do it very well. But you got the whole goatee, the little mustache thing going. You fit right into the stereotype. That and the Mountain Dew. Well, actually, that makes you like a 13-year-old stereotype, but that's okay.
What's up, 10-tailed wolf 228?
There you go. We got all kinds of digits going on in people's users' names tonight.
Well, of course. Why wouldn't there be?
Numbers.
Anyway, so this is streaming files versus video sending back input. I think that in the end, I want digital distribution. I love digital distribution, and I think that all consoles every single platform should go to that because that's what it should be. But I don't want to have to rely on having a live connection to something to play.
But it's coming.
I know it's coming.
It's coming, man.
And that day, I'm going to find whoever first truly does it. I'm going to punch them in the nuts. And if they don't have nuts, I'll find their significant other, closest loved one that's male, and I'll punch them in the nuts.
You're very vindictive about this.
I want to be able to play my games when I want to. I don't want someone to dictate when I can and cannot. It's like, it would be like if I had a book and I wanted to read the book, but only when it would be like you wanting to read a book, but only when I want to allow you to read the book. Even if you have all the time in the world, I will just randomly grab that book because shits and giggles.
I'm already basically that way with TV with Netflix.
No, I'm not a weeaboo.
He is not. I will confirm. Well, I'm already. A lot of people are already that way with TV content, basically. Especially people who've cut the cord. where a lot of them are already in that exact same situation, only with TV content instead of video games.
If you want to have TV content offline, then you have to pay for the episodes.
Yeah, I'm saying a lot of people, though, they just have streaming services. They might have like a Netflix and a Hulu, and you got people who are even cutting the cord then, the cable cord. So now the only access a lot of people have then to TV is Hulu and Netflix, and they seem to be doing just fine.
Just watch a fucking movie that you own if you don't have internet. The thing is...
But you're still always going to have access to your old games.
Not necessarily. I mean, yes, physically you could have access to it,
Exactly.
but your system might be so far advanced that your game basically shits itself.
DOSBox, man.
DOSBox. But TV is not interactive. There is no sending input back to a server and handle. I agree. And that's the difference between me being able to play my game when I want to and you being able to watch your TV show whenever the hell you want to. Just buy it on whatever, Google Play, on iOS, and you can watch it whenever. Or you can do the subscription thing. I think you can like download videos for X amount of time and then they expire. I think, right?
Oh, I was just saying it's going to happen to video games. Sorry.
I know it's going to happen to video games, but the longer it doesn't happen to video games, the happier it's going to make me.
And that's all that really matters, man, is keeping Charlie happy.
Absolutely. You do not want me to go postal. You
Oh,
don't want to see what happens.
You still start mainlining that Mountain Dew.
No, I probably will give, if that were, when that happens, I'll probably give up video games that go strictly for board games and card games and pencil and paper RPGs, because I can play that whenever the fuck I want to. Though technically I would need to have friends, but I will find a way to drag my friends over to my house and we'll play the game.
Well, it's very nice of you to drag your friends, grab them by the head and grab them over. I like it.
I'll just hold your cat kitten for ransom, and you'll come.
I'll kill you.
I know you will. If you catch me. Charlie, I have a question. Do you think you can beat Zealeus in Smite? Yes.
Yes.
Absolutely.
I haven't played Smite
Oh, yes.
in a long time.
I think that I could do it. And it could, I think even if we were to do random gods, I think I could take Zealeus. Let's see here. I don't think it would ever happen completely. Indie developers will always fill the niche. Yes. And that's why Alta Confusion supports independent developers so much, is that one, because indie developers, they want to have your game physically on their game on your device, and also it's unique content. It's not Madden 75 or Call of Duty. I'm sorry for any of those people out there who love Call of Duty. It's the same fucking game, okay? The problem is, for all these AAA titles, yes, I know, there's going to be exceptions to the rule, and you'll hear this once again if you're at Chattanooga, Canugle.
Oh, I like Canugle.
But the fact of the matter is, the vast majority of the companies, they want to go to an online multiplayer base only and utilize the single player as a tutorial to allow you to learn the system, because making a multiplayer only game is with like 6 maps and 4 different modes is a shit ton cheaper than trying to make a long single player game.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's see here. Spire. If internet providers could actually guarantee uptime and actually fair bandwidth speeds, then online only would be fine. Comcast drops connections for long enough, several times a day, when it's sucky that I can't be interested in cloud gaming until I get Google Fiber or something better. Absolutely.
And that is one of the problems,
Why do this to Call of Duty? Because
Charlie hates the repetitiveness and the fact that he sucks at Call of Duty.
no, I'm fine at Call of Duty single player,
Uh-huh.
but I don't play. I'm sorry, I don't play multiplayer, and the by far the most emphasis is on the multiplayer aspect. Yes, I will admit that the first, was it Black Ops, put a lot into a very emotional opening, but the vast majority of it, I want to play a game where the emphasis is on the single player, where I get lost in the story, where I spend a shit ton of time. Great example is Rise of Tomb Raider. That's a great game. It has a couple of like extra modes that I have no fucking idea about because it's not the story. I want story.
Sometimes I feel like you need a stake that says like, "Get off of my lawn." Play the game. I want to play it.
Well, yeah. As a consumer, I get to pick and choose what I want to play.
There you go. You get
So-
to pick and choose your indie games as you like them.
Yeah, I
Actually,
do.
you don't really pick and choose them a whole lot. You just play them anyways.
Well, I pick and choose some. If they're not coming directly to us, I pick and choose the. Yes.
There you go. You have a fan. Somebody agrees with you.
No. My basketball team just beat one of their arch rivals.
Oh, yeah.
I agree. Don't worry. It is the same friggin' thing. Okay.
I thought that's what you were cheering about.
No. Well, yeah, I'm cheering for that too, but Winthrop won. So
I see what's more important to you.
by 12. Okay, look, I'm sorry. I am an amalgamation of huge sports fan, huge video game fan, huge anime fan, huge sci-fi fantasy fan. Call of Duty, shoot bad guys. Battlefield, shoot bad guys. Halo, shoot the aliens. Okay. Here's a great. If you want to go that route, here's a great comparison. Okay, aliens, shoot the Halo, shoot the aliens in the sky. Gears of War, shoot the aliens that are in the earth. That's literally what it is. They just went the opposite way.
I haven't really played much of either, so I don't know.
Nothing against Halo, except for Halo 5. I want to find whomever decided to do Halo 5 the way it was done. I want to find them, and yes, I want to physically harm them by punching them in the nuts. That is basically it. That's my go-to.
With this weird Freudian thing going on tonight with punching people in the balls, I'm really kind of worried.
Because I know it will put someone down.
I'm spending the weekend with you. I'm not sure I want to be hearing about
I'm not-
you talking about balls in the same sentences for the next 72 hours. No balls. It worries me,
Punch
man.
him in the cojones, the family jewels, the berries.
Now I want to punch you in the balls.
No, don't do that. Once again, you have to catch me first.
Right here. I want to do that hard.
Okay, anyways.
You got old man knees anyways.
You have to get to my knees first. What is it with you and nuts today? I'm sorry.
Exactly. I'm kind of worried.
I'm sorry. I
I'm
have a lot
supposed to be
of
sleeping in
pent
the
up.
same damn hotel room as this man. I'm not sure I want to anymore.
I have a lot of pent up
I
anger.
might just, have to sleep in the pool.
Do they have a pool?
I don't remember. I was trying to figure out something better, and I couldn't come up with anything else.
Sleep at the restaurant.
Yes. Screw it. I'll just sleep in the dealer hall floor.
They lock that up at night.
Exactly. I'll be safe from you.
Sleep in the elevator in the convention center.
Oh, that sounds comfy. Up and down. It'll be like sleeping on a ship. Up and down. Up and down. Okay, I'll say some. What's the stuff for motion sickness?
Dramamine.
Thank you. Yes. Apparently, wait. Who's changing their gender? I'm very confused.
I think I don't know if I'm changing my gender, but I'll be changing other people's gender by punching them in the nuts.
Again, we're back to nuts. Good
Okay.
lord.
Anyways, shit, where was I going?
I'm talking
All
about
right,
nuts. I don't know.
Canuga starts, I think, at 10 o'clock tomorrow, and it will run until I think 4 or 5 on Sunday. We'll probably be ducking out at the very latest at 3 on Sunday. We're gonna have a table there, so come see us if you're coming to Canuga. Talk to the guy who wants to punch people in the. Yeah, I know. We're going to have a fan table. We'll be manning it basically from when we get to the convention on tomorrow until we pack up on Sunday, with the exception, of course, of our 2 panels. And,
Because then you can come see us at the panel instead of the table.
Yeah. We'll be showing off a bunch of independently developed games for your viewing enjoyment. And, of course, we'll be just chit-chatting about independently developed games in general. And we'll also be hanging out with the Vitamin Geek guys, who will be back for yet another thing. If you're looking for a geeky podcast, check out Vitamin Geek. If you're looking for another geeky we got a lot of geeky podcast people, our friends, I should say. You get the Nerdburger, that's nerdburgershow.com. And then, of course, you have Vitamin Geek.
I never actually type in like full URLs anymore. I just Google like Vitamin Geek and like, oh, that's the right link for it.
Sad day. He's in California. Yeah. Unfortunately, we don't have that big a pull. So, yes, we are in Atlanta, Georgia.
Yes.
Real quick, since we're talking about conventions, we have Canuga this weekend, which is in Chattanooga, Tennessee. We have AndoCon in Atlanta, Georgia. Still waiting on here from NashiCon in Columbia, South Carolina, which would be April. May is MomoCon, which is in Atlanta. June is Con Carolinas, which is just north of Charlotte. October is Siege, that's in Atlanta, and then November is, I think it's like Great Fandom Greenville, which is in Greenville, South Carolina.
That's a lot of conventions, yeah.
I live on the edge. The only time I've been in California was to go to BlizzCon 2012, and I ended up walking down one of the main roads in my socks.
My brother got married in California, and my mom almost kicked us out of the family because we were late to the rehearsal dinner.
Woo!
Hey, man, the Hearst Castle was pretty cool. I'm just saying.
Yeah, I don't know.
My brother didn't care. He thought it was amusing.
I'm sure he did.
No, really, he didn't care.
No,
Because I was there and my other brother wasn't.
Yeah. At least you showed up, right?
Exactly, I was there. I actually remember it because the dog was there.
Now, of course, ladies and gentlemen, if you do have conventions that you think would be up our alley, that are somewhere in the when you pass away, who will take over Alter Confusion? When I pass away, which I'll never do, because I'll be cybernetically enhanced until the end of time.
He is the embodiment of Alter Confusion. He will never die. It will continue on in the minds of all.
If Zealeus were to pass away, I would continue to do Alter Confusion because, no offense to Zealeus, but I basically already do 97% of Alter Confusion.
And Charlie can monologue on his own for an hour and 15 minutes every Thursday.
I really could. I could literally put a dummy in this chair and maybe even like do voices. Like, yes, I know, I agree with you, Charlie. Which would be totally against what Zealeus does because Zealeus likes to try to grab a topic and play devil's advocate.
No, you're just wrong most of the time. There's a difference.
No, you just like to play devil's advocate.
Mm.
Yo, 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 yo. Hallelujah, see you.
And if Charlie dies, well...
Alter Confusion will probably die with me.
Mm.
But like I said, I don't... So you're saying your ghost will take over. No, I'm saying that I'm not going to die. I'm going to be cybernetically enhanced. I will not die. I'll be like Ghost in the Shell. I'll just continue to move my ghost from... body to body.
Duh, that's so much better.
Yeah. Hello, you. I see you.
I see you too.
No, that's their name. Hello, you. I see you.
I see you too.
Okay, you're weird, but that's never stopped you before.
It's what you keep me around for.
But like I was saying, if you know of any conventions in basically the southeast of the United States of America. We will. We might be interested just to find out about it for future reference. But everyone forgotten and die off. Gets forgotten.
Everyone dies for God. Nope, we're not going to die. We changed the rules, man.
Look, here's the deal. I will never be forgotten, and I'm never going to die. Therefore, I don't need to reincarnate because
we're never going to die.
Yeah.
It's just the way it is, man.
Yeah.
Rules are changing. The science is upon us.
All right, let's do a quick little rundown of all the shout-outs we would like to do. Of course, we already mentioned Nerdburger. No, we already mentioned Nerdburger Podcast, which, of course, is Nerdburger Show, nerdburgershow.com. Or, of course, you can find it on...
just go to Google and type in Nerdburger.
iTunes. You can check out the Vitamin Geek Podcast. You check out Wax Kid 47 and all his fame and glory, be it on Facebook or YouTube.
And MySpace.
He doesn't have MySpace.
Everybody does MySpace, man. You get the cool blaring music when you go on.
Check out... Damn it, you made me forget what the hell I was going to say.
I tried.
Nerdburger Games.
You already said that one.
No, I said Nerdburger Podcast. This is Nerdburger Games.
Just Google Nerdburger.
I'm going to remember you both as the two fellow gentlemen who plays games.
That's
yes,
us.
That's us. Well, I play a lot of games. He sometimes plays games.
Very true.
Well, okay, fine. He plays specific types of games. He's an MMO guy. Let me rephrase that. I will remember Charlie as the guy who wants to punch everyone in the nuts.
Oh,
Twitter?
Lord. Probably.
Whacked is on Twitter.
Again,
And we're on Twitter. If you want to check out, there's the website, there's the
I'm not very
Facebook
good at
page,
this.
there's the Twitter, there's the YouTube, there's
Ah!
the Twitch. We're on all of them. Follow us on all of them so that you can get the latest and greatest of all the Vulture Confusion. And of course,
Yes.
if you want the most up-to-date stuff, just go to the website.
Or follow us on Facebook. Because stuff gets on Facebook too.
Right, but yeah. No.
Because everybody does the book face, man.
The Book of Faces.
Unless you're under 18, and then they don't do Facebook. We need to have a, what did they do? They do Snapchat, man. We should have a Snapchat for all the youngins.
Wait, I got one question. What is your question? No, we are not making a Snapchat. Well, technically we could, but
That's what all the kids do.
Question.
Cuisine, is that like a queso with quiche?
Creation.
I want some good quiche now. It's been a long time since I had quiche.
I had it on Sunday.
Oh, there you go.
For my sister's brunch, because my sister was born on Valentine's Day.
What was I doing on Sunday? I know it's doing something.
Who is the guy on the left?
Which left? Like our left or your left?
Yeah. I'm technically on the left. That's Zealeus. This is Charlie. He's Zealeus!
Zealeus, the one and only.
The prolific commenter himself.
Who has a cat.
You don't need to be 18 to get Facebook. Facebook requires everyone to be at least 13 years old before they can create an account. In some jurisdictions, this age limit may be higher.
I was being a smartass, and I was referring to the fact that
Technically, way back in the day,
Copa.
you had to have like a college.
Yeah, yes. When we first got it.
Which, of course, jacked everyone over at the school I went to because Full Sail wasn't recognized as a college.
Nice.
So we weren't allowed to get, we weren't able to get Facebook accounts.
But kids nowadays don't do Facebook.
Those damn kids!
Like, especially like middle school and high school, it's all about the Snapchat, man, and Instagram.
And Pinterest.
No. Sorry, it's Snapchat. That's where it's at for them. It used to be Vine, but not so much Vine anymore. They do Snapchat a lot. Twitter is there, but Facebook, like everybody knows about Facebook, but it's kids don't like Facebook because people can follow what they're doing.
Snapchat, it's temporary, as long as no one takes a picture of the screen.
They honestly don't do it because of the temporary aspect. They like the reason they really like Snapchat is because the immediacy of being able to do videos and the pictures so easily to your friends groups, because you can also have your groups and you have your like story thing.
Right.
That's why they really like to use Snapchat, is the whole like media centric aspect of it.
Terrible.
Hey man, it's all about the pictures where they spin. Literally take like 80 shots of themselves for the glamour shot, and they post just the one magical moment to their story.
Terrible.
Yes, I read way too much about this at school.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, unfortunately, we have reached the end of our show. So I apologize for anyone who
showed up late
or wants us to continue. If you're very interested in seeing where we're going to take this show next, or next time, of course, try to tune in on Saturday
at 5 o'clock
till 6:30.
And this is Central. No, Eastern. It is Eastern time. Is Chattanooga Eastern time? I really don't know.
I can't remember.
It really is kind of important.
I know. Let me see.
Because the whole idea of what we're trying to do is, so the 5 o'clock show, we're doing a live stream. Is the idea, because you have like one of those like little magical 4G hotspots. Hello, modern technology, so that we can do our live Thursday night hangout with hopefully some of our lovely audience members.
Eastern.
Okay, so 5 o'clock Eastern time on Saturday. We hope y'all can be there, because otherwise it's not just Charlie monologuing for an hour and a half, because I hate talking in front of people. So unless there's actually like something like to give me something to talk about, I'm gonna sit here like twiddling my thumbs.
But here's the deal: if you do tune in, and we of course can make it work, if we can make it work and you tune in, if you have any questions or comments or concerns, you can throw them up in the chat, and we will bring them up in the panel. So definitely tune in for that on Saturday.
Indeed.
Anyways, thank you for tuning in to the Ultra Confusion Thursday Night Hangout for myself, Charlie and Zealeus. It's been a pleasure to give you the craziness coming out of our heads, and sometimes it actually makes it to our brains. But until Saturday, thank you for tuning in, and we'll see you really, really soon.
Remember, kids, keep on gaming in the free world.
Amen to that, brother.